Yesterday, two very significant things happened. First off was the advanced sale on stolen goods. A lot of people call that an election. And we also had the crash of the crypto markets. Right now, it is incredibly, you're seeing all of these exchanges go broke. I don't personally believe that Binance will follow through with the deal they made to buy out the other one. The bottom line is, if you have any crypto and you have it on an exchange, we've been saying since this started, and I guess I got in at 2014-ish, not your keys, not your crypto. Meaning if you leave it on an exchange, especially if you're getting nothing, but so many people leave it on an exchange just to get a couple percent in interest or staking rewards. If you're earning rewards, your crypto is at risk. The only way to keep it safe is to have a crypto without a CEO. And the only one in the world is Bitcoin. Everything else is a central point of failure. And even if you own Bitcoin, it's got to be in your possession. It's got to be in a hard wallet, like a Trezor, a Ledger, or any of these other hard wallets that's 100% offline. So, if you believe crypto is going to zero, then you should probably never have bought in. If you were a speculator and you just wanted to make some quick bucks, it's going to be a rough another year and a half for you, in my best guess. But if you believe that Bitcoin is here to stay, forget about every other crypto, then it's an awesome buying opportunity. I have already bought a pretty significant amount in the last day. I'm buying in tranches. I'm easing in like every other investment. I didn't just look at it and say, oh, wow, it's down to 18,000. I want to throw all my money in. Sometimes you will miss out, but more often than not, if you buy a chunk here and wait for a day or so, buy another chunk, you will get a better average price than if you go with your gut. So Devin, what's your opinion? Is Bitcoin going to zero?
The way I see it, Bitcoin is pretty much the best money that humans have invented, and eventually it will become the dominant money used, and so it probably can't stay this low for very long.
And he is Gen Z. His entire life, we've been using some type of digital payments. It's not that big of a jump. For those of us that are a couple of decades older, we know that the dominant form of money for, between 6 and 60,000 years has been gold. Ever since people started trading, they used gold. So I'm not discounting, and while I am buying some Bitcoin, I also just put in a significant order for gold a week ago, which conveniently was right before it had a major jump up. Now, whatever you're investing in, if you look at bonds, we said we sold, well, actually we didn't own any, but we told everyone they should really look hard at that and sell all their bonds last year. So we were a few months early, but as it turned out, it was a really good idea. We said stocks are incredibly risky, and we only place speculative bets for the last probably 2 years. Well, this year, if you have your standard portfolio, you're down 25, maybe 30% in stocks and bonds. That's only going to get worse if they continue to raise the interest rates. Will they lower the interest rates? Yes, they'll have to. Sometimes something will break. But it doesn't matter. If the federal government continues to spend $1 trillion a year more than they're bringing in, they have to cover that somehow, and the only way to do it is to print money. In the US, we can do that as long as we have the reserve currency. After that, it's just going to push us into more and more inflation until we get hyperinflation. So you can put money into paper, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and they're crashing this year. You can put money into crypto, which is also crashing this week and will probably be fairly low for a long time. It's massively down over the last year or so from its $70,000 high. You can put money into gold and silver, which even though it had a big jump up, it has been stuck range bound for years. It, in my opinion, is far below its intrinsic value right now, as recorded in US dollars. In many other countries in the world, it's going up dramatically. So these are your options, or you could look at real estate, which I still believe, especially in the hot areas, you're going to have a major downturn. Even in the Midwest, you're still going to see a drop in prices. The question is, are we going to have a drop in rents? And if you look at the last few crises, rents didn't really go down that much. Right now, across the board, they're either staying the same or even still going up in areas. So if you're looking for cash flow or a good place to store money, those are your options. Whatever you do, get education first, and then go out and buy more hard assets faster.